The crowd was cheering for Bate as he thanked them all from the bottom of his heart. Bate thanked the fans for backing NXT UK from the very beginning, and he wanted to thank Bron Breakker. Bate said that Bron said he proved he's not just Breakker by name, but Breakker by nature. Bate said that he was grateful to share that magical moment with the fans. Bate talked about how he'll forever be in the history books as the first and last NXT UK champion, while saying he hopes he represented NXT UK to the best of his ability. The Gallus trio showed up for a promo telling Bate saying that he let the UK down and let the whole locker room down. They even added that Bate let all of Europe down. Joe Coffey wondered what happened to the big strong boy, and Bate replied that they didn't keep their end of the bargain either, while asking about their tag team titles. Gallus made their into the ring saying there were 3 of them and 1 of Bate. Gallus beat up security guys that tried to break it up. That led to Bron Breakker making a save with a clothesline for Wolfgang, a clothesline for Mark Coffey, and a belly-to-belly suplex for Joe as well. Bate punched Joe out of the ring. Breakker said that on Sunday, worlds collided and tonight those worlds are going to unify. Bron said he's standing with Tyler because they are going to kick Gallus' ass. Bate is a very likable babyface that has earned the respect of the crowd due to his incredible matches. The Gallus trio are very effective working together as a heel group. Having Breakker make the save to set up a tag team match made logical sense since he respected Bate. Toxic Attraction Gigi Dolan JC Jane vs. Doudrop Nikki ASH. Nikki hit a running clothesline on Dolan followed by Doudrop tagging in with a clothesline. Jane tagged in for the first time with some offense and Nikki came back with a dropkick, corner splash and a bulldog. Nikki went up top for a move. Jane tripped her up and Nikki bumped to the floor. Jane hit a dive on Nikki on the floor and Dolan kicked Doudrop as well, leading to a break. The Toxic Ladies were in control as Jane hit a cannonball on Nikki in the corner for 2. Jane hit a neckbreaker to prevent Nikki from tagging out. Doudrop tagged in soon after that as she hit a senton elbow on both opponents for 2. Doudrop hit her own corner splash on Dolan and then a splash off the ropes for 2. Nikki trapped Jane against the apron in the Finley spot. Doudrop hit a Michinoku driver and a running splash on Dolan for the win. Doudrop was bleeding from the nose. It went 11 minutes. Winners by pinfall. Doudrop Nikki ASH. Doudrop Nikki picking up a big win after losing the previous 2 nights. Jane Dolan work well as a team, but it wasn't a match where they got many near falls or built up with an exciting finish. Nikki took care of JC on the floor so that Doudrop could finish Dolan in the ring. Wesley vs. JD McDonagh. JD got some offense going with a shoulder tackle, but Lee used his speed and quickness to break free. JD got a hair pull takedown. Lee hit a monkey flip followed by a dropkick to the floor followed by Lee doing a somersault dive over the top onto JD on the floor. JD took over during the break with an armbar, but Lee made a comeback with some kicks along with a double stomp to the back. With JD on the floor, Lee hit a suicide dive onto JD, who went crashing over the commentary table. JD even grabbed Vic's pants while on the ground. Back in the ring, Lee got a knee to the head, but JD came back with a headbutt that knocked Lee down, leading to NXT chants. JD held on to Lee's hand, leading to a kick to the face and the devil inside belly-to-back suplex for the pinfall win after 10 minutes. Winner by pinfall, JD McDonagh. Roxanne Perez vs. Mko Satomura. There was a big age difference here, with Mko at 43 years old this year and Perez is 21. They shook hands to start the match. Mko was aggressive early on with a leaping shoulder tackle and drove her knees into the jaw. Perez got an arm drag takedown, but Mko broke free. Perez did a nice counter of a move into a crossface submission only for Mko to break free. Perez hit a dive onto Mko on the floor while Cora Jade was shown watching and she wasn't impressed. Jade left as they went to a picture-in-picture break. When the match returned, Perez got a really good near fall after a Hurricane Rana off the top rope. Perez thought that was it. Mko hit an impressive jumping up kick and the Scorpio rising kick for the pinfall win. It went about 10 minutes. Winner by pinfall, Mko Satomura. Ricochet vs. Trick Williams. The NXT North American champion Carmelo Hayes was on commentary here. Ricochet was aggressive with a kick and then he slowed it down with an armbar. Trick got a bit of offense with a spin kick using his long legs as a taller guy. Ricochet countered a suplex, but Trick came back with an uppercut strike for a 2 count. When Ricochet tried a springboard move, Trick knocked him down and Ricochet bumped to the floor. Ricochet made the comeback with a kick along with a springboard clothesline. Hayes said Ricochet has a big ego, which is hypocritical of a guy with a big ego. Ricochet hit the recoil knees with Trick doing a big sell for it. Ricochet went up top and hit a shooting star press for the pinfall win after 5 minutes. Winner by pinfall, Ricochet. Hayes at Worlds Collide. It's just like Sato Mora and Doudrop, Nikki winning earlier. Trick had some offense in the match. I like seeing Trick doing some kicks and other kinds of moves using his legs because he's a taller guy, so he should be doing that. Nathan Frazer vs. Axiom. This is the first match in a best-of-3 series between them. Frazer was trained by Seth Rollins and Axiom was previously known as A-Kid. They are great athletes, so they did some quick pin attempts with counters and then a stare down after both guys landed on their feet. The fans were chanting for both guys as they like to do. Frazer dropkicked Axiom out of the ring followed by Frazer hitting a suicide dive. Frazer's leg hit the middle rope, but he did manage to Axiom enough to knock him down. Axiom sent Frazer out of the ring and Axiom hit a dive onto Frazer on the floor. Back in the ring, Axiom hit a cross-body block off the top for 2. After Axiom applied a headlock, Frazer hit a neck breaker, suplex-style move. Frazer got some offense going with some athletic moves including a reverse DDT with an elbow drop. Axiom got an inside cradle and Frazer hit a sling blade. Axiom tried for submission moves, but Frazer got his foot on the bottom rope. Axiom got a near fall after a forearm to the face followed by Axiom hitting a jumping side kick for the pinfall win. It was about 12 minutes. Winner by pinfall, Axiom. These guys are great athletes and they showed it in this match. It wasn't an exciting finish, but that's okay because they are going to have more matches to build off of this. It was also a match where it was tough to predict the winner, so Axiom winning was fine with me because I didn't know who would win. Maybe next time they'll have more aerial moves in the match. Since it's a best-of-3 series then I assume Frazer will win the next match. A video aired featuring the super diva Quincy Elliott, who let us know he is coming to NXT next week. Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams were interviewed by Mackenzie Mitchell. Hayes said that Ricochet doesn't have what he has and that's the A Championship, NXT North American Champion. Hayes said that the WWE Universe gets to vote on who Trick defends the title against next week. Next week on NXT, NXT 2.0 1-year anniversary celebration, NXT Tag Team Championship, Pretty Deadly, C vs. The Creed Brothers. A WWE Universe chooses the match stipulation. Tony D'Angelo Stacks vs. Cameron Grimes. Zoe Stark Nikita Lyons vs. Kiana James Ariana Grace. Hank Walker vs. Javier Bernal. NXT North American Championship. Carmelo Hayes, C vs. A WWE Universe chooses a challenger. Tyler Bate made his entrance for the main event followed by the NXT champion Bron Breakker. Bron Breakker. Tyler Bate vs. Gallus, Joe Mark Coffey, W. Wolfgang. It's the main event, so I'll go play-by-play for it. Bron and Joe exchanged shoulder tackles followed by Bron hitting a running clothesline. Bate tagged in with a splash off the middle ropes. Joe got an armbar. Mark got the tag and Bate got out of an armbar leading to a dropkick. Bron and Bate each hit delayed vertical suplexes on the Coffey Boys. Bron and Bate each hit standing moonsaults as well as a Steiner Brothers-like pose as the show went to a picture-in-picture break. Bate with a head scissors and dropkick that sent Mark out of the ring. Bate hit a dive over the top onto Mark on the floor. Wolfgang sent Bate into the ring post when the referee wasn't looking. Joe hit a backbreaker on Bate for a 2 count. Mark slammed Bate down while Legal Man Joe hit an elbow drop on Bate for 2. Joe applied a bear hug on Bate along with the forearm to the back into another bear hug. Bate broke free leading to Bron getting the tag with shoulder tackles on Joe along with a power slam. Bron with a belly-to-belly suplex on Joe. Then Mark tagged in and Bron hit a spinebuster on Mark. Bron put Mark on his shoulders and Bate jumped off the top for a double-team bulldog like the Steiner Brothers for a 2 count. Bate punched Wolfgang. Bron with a spear on Joe. Bate with a clothesline, and Bate hit the Tyler Driver 97 on mark for the pinfall win after 11 minutes. Winners by pinfall: Bron Breakker, Tyler Bate. After the match, J.D. McDonagh attacked Bate while knocking Bron out of the ring. J.D. hit his belly-to-back suplex on Bate and Bron went into the ring, so J.D. ran away into the crowd. J.D. stared from the steps in the crowd and Bate stared back at him. That was the end.